Hello, this is Dr. Kilgore from Dr. Kilgore's World with a flipped learning video. Our learning goal today is I can add parentheses, brackets, and braces to expressions. The guiding question is, how do I write expressions from word form? So let's review the vocabulary we've learned in the past few lessons. First word is expression. That is a mathematical phrase that combines letters or variables using mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. An equation is a number sentence that uses an equal sign to show that the expressions have the same value. And a review of our key words to help us with deciphering what operation goes in each part of these phrases and word problems. So this is up. You should also have this page in your math binder or posted in classroom. And I am noticing a typo right down here. I will have to get that fixed in this poster. So let's review our strategies for writing expressions success. First, read the word problem or stem phrase, whatever you want to call it. Read it first. And then reread to make sure that you really understand what you're being asked to do. Circle your key words to help you choose the operation. Start putting numbers and signs together, and then check to see if parentheses are needed, and double check. In this lesson, we're going to really learn about those parentheses and brackets and how to get those in the expressions. So we're going to pop on over for some practice problems with this skill. Okay, so when thinking about parentheses, brackets, and braces, the first question that I think most kids will wonder is why? Why do I need to know about and to use parentheses, brackets, and braces in my problems? And for me, the answer stems back to order of operations. When we learned order of operations, we learned that nifty phrase, PEMDAS. And with PEMDAS, the first step of it is to do those parentheses, brackets, and braces. Now they're important to a long expression because parentheses, brackets, and braces tell us the order in which to solve the problem. If we didn't have them, oftentimes we would work a problem very differently. So let's pull up a few problems here and see how parentheses, brackets, and braces would change our work. Okay, so here are a few practice problems that we're going to work together and really look at the parentheses in the problems. So our first problem is 4 plus 5 divided by 3. When we think about PEMDAS, we know parentheses come first to solve this. So we look at the problem, and the first problem we work is inside. We do that because the parentheses are there. If the parentheses were not there, we would have 4 plus 5 divided by 3. And naturally with PEMDAS, we would work this step first. So let's test out these equations because they have equal sign. So 4 plus 5 is 9. Copy down the rest. 9 divided by 3 equals 3. Let's look down here. We have 5 divided by 3, which won't go in evenly. Right now in 5th grade, we have not learned how to divide using decimals. In the future, you're going to learn that we can do this because we look at this 2 times 2 is 4. When I subtract, I get 1. We would add a decimal and bring down 10, and we would get 2 5/10. This is math that some of you are very much ready for. Others of you will start catching on as soon as we get those multiplication and division facts down solid. Right now, you would put a remainder of 1. These algebraic expressions are hard to work with a remainder. So this would be 2 5/10. Copy down the rest. And this would be 6 5/10. So if you look at these two numbers, the parentheses in this first problem up here wound up with a 3. When we worked it without parentheses, we wound up with a 6 5/10. There is a significant difference. The job of those parentheses are to tell us what to work first. So let's look at our second example over here. We have parentheses right here in the middle. Let's go ahead and put it down here without parentheses. And we'll work both and see what we get. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. Copy down the rest. Order of operations, it's addition and subtraction, so we go left to right. 3 plus 6 is 9. Copy down the rest, and our answer is 3. Let's look down here at the bottom. So order of operations, we would do division first. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Subtract 6. And let's keep working. 3 plus 6 is 9. Minus 6 equals 3. You'll notice that in this example, both of our answers wind up 3. When we look at our work, it is exactly the same. So in this example, the parentheses were right here in the middle, but they didn't really affect the outcome. So if the problem had not had those parentheses, we still got the same exact answer. The job of parentheses, brackets, and braces is to help order our groupings of problems that we're doing. So let me pull out some examples of algebraic expressions, and let's see how we can use parentheses to help us order the expressions that we're building. So let's look at a couple of phrases here and look at how we would use parentheses to help us sort groupings so that we're doing the work in the right order. So first I ask you to read and then reread. 6 more than 12 subtract 3. 6 more than 12 subtract 3. Second step in your strategies for success were to circle key words. I know that more than normally means add, and subtract tells us to subtract. Bring your numbers down, and then look and see if you need to add parentheses. You look for that when the problem tells you you've got to do things in a certain order. 6 more than 6 plus 12 subtract 3. To me, that says you need to do 12 subtract 3 before you add 6 more. So 6 plus 12 subtract 3. In order of operations, I would do 6 plus 12 first. But the problem clearly tells me more than, so do this part second. 12 subtract 3. So I have to put my parentheses in to signify that this piece of work has to be done first. Let's look at the next one. 5 less than triple 2 and 5. 5 less than, that tells me it's going to come later in the problem. Less than and more than typically go someplace near the end of my work. Less than is subtraction, but it's a 5 less than. That means I'm going to have to subtract 5 off of whatever I have to do first. So that subtract 5 needs to go at the end. Triple 2 and 5. And normally means multiply. Triple means times 3. So 3, 2 times 5. In this case, we want to do the 2 times 5 first. After we do 2 times 5, we want to multiply it by 3 and then subtract 5 from the total. So in this instance, we have parentheses around this step. We have another step right here with the 3. We could go ahead and do brackets, but it really isn't necessary because with order of the operations, we would do our multiplication. Oops. Let me correct that error here. This needs to be a 2. With order of operations, we would do our 3 times 2 times 5 before we would do the 5 at the end. So this answer down here would be your best answer to turn in for this problem. I hope that this video has helped to learn more about how to add parentheses. They really do just show you the step to do first. Once you have parentheses in your problem, the next step would get the boxy brackets, and then braces would come after that. So again, I hope this has helped your understanding of how to use and add parentheses, brackets, and braces to problems. If you're still unclear, that's okay. This is a brand new skill to 5th graders, so oftentimes we need to do more practice than the couple of little problems that I offer in the video. See me in class and we will work together to help you understand.